We're live. Wait, are we live? Yeah, we're live.
Yes, we're live.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
everyone. How's it going? Hey, Kayla.
Hola. What do you do? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's sweltering hot, but I'm good.
Oh, you guys are supposed to have like 100+ degree weather out in Texas, right?
It's 105 today, I believe. I didn't go outside, but it feels like it's hot.
Yeah. I don't need that in my life.
Really? Lovely. Do I need to get Facebook up to make sure we look at the comments?
I have the comments up. We have Rachel and Jocelyn. Hi, Jocelyn.
I see Jocelyn. I don't see Rachel just yet.
No, I just saw that Rachel and Jocelyn joined.
Okay.
And Rachel said she's here.
I'm here. Hey, Rachel. Okay, good. Because last time I was like, we were so far behind on comments.
I tried.
Do you really?
So now they're here. I think it was because there goes Jocelyn.
Me
too. Jocelyn's here. Rachel's here. Hey, Rachel. And Jocelyn again because yes, Jocelyn. Hi y'all. So today we're talking about what are you smiling at, Kayla?
I don't know. I'm just surprised. I don't know. What? I don't know. Stop
I got nothing for you, Rachel. I got nothing for you.
Really?
Let's see. Kayla, turn your side down because I hear feedback.
She's so needy.
Oh, Jocelyn said you're happy.
Still?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but Jocelyn said you're happy. So first,
I believe we should do like an icebreaker.
I had one written down, but it deleted for whatever reason.
Oh, great minds think alike. Don't you feel old when you readjust your glasses this way instead of just doing it on the side?
I think you're old either way. So icebreaker.
The nerve.
What if? Oh, I'm still echoing. Kayla, you got to turn it down.
Ow.
Just no.
Oh.
Yes, because it's echoing on your side. Thank you, Rachel. You don't have to mute yourself. Just turn down your volume.
It is turned down. Okay. Still?
I don't know. No, it's better now.
Okay.
You don't have to mute yourself. You just have me turned up way too loud.
Okay. I thought it was okay. We're good. What's the icebreaker?
I think it's because you keep muting me and then I can't hear it. And so I think it's fixed, but you just got to turn me down. Oh, Janai's here.
Hey, Janai.
Hey, Janai. Okay. Icebreaker question. What if no one had the ability to get angry? Like at all?
Like it's not an option? You can't get angry whatsoever?
Like what if nobody just got angry? It's not that you get angry and can't express it. It's just that you don't get angry.
I feel like that seems like you'll be a pushover.
But no one had the ability to get angry.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like me in particular.
No, if no one had the ability to get angry.
I feel like definitely everything would change. There would not be so many mean people out there. Or wait, if somebody is blunt, does that mean they're angry?
No, blunt is directness. I'm pretty forward.
Oh, okay.
Jocelyn says the world wouldn't be real.
Yeah, I agree.
Would it not be real because people are not expressing how they feel, or why wouldn't it be real?
I think it's expressing because they're not 100% expressing how they feel since they can't get angry.
Well, I think about it like this. So if people did not have the ability to get angry, I feel like there would be less bitter people walking around.
That
Like
is true.
people wouldn't be bitter. There wouldn't be I feel like hating would look different. I feel
Yeah.
like people wouldn't take offense to everything that's being said, the way it's said, how it's said. I think that it'll be the world will be like completely different. But I feel like there's more upsides and downsides to being angry.
Yeah.
I mean to not having anger in the world.
I feel like it's both ways. I do agree with Jocelyn though that the world wouldn't be real. But also I feel like it will also be pent up anger.
Well, you don't have the ability to get angry. So I would think that there's no pent up anger because you can't get angry.
Like at all. So say somebody hit your car, you can just go on about your day and be happy.
Yeah, like you may express like sorrow, like, oh, is everybody okay? And empathy, but anger.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
So
So you're
you
saying
said we need anger.
no. So you're saying because it's a form of emotion. You're
It's
saying,
one emotion, yeah. It's one of the emotions.
but for okay, nice example. You just bought a brand spanking new car, the car,
Right.
your dream car or your dream house, and somebody came in and just destroyed it. You're telling me you won't be angry?
There may be sadness of loss. There may be
Nah,
frustration,
no,
with the situation. But as far as anger, you're not going to get mad and act out of anger.
no. Janai said some situations deserve the response of the emotion anger, and if that emotion is taken away, I don't think people would be able to fully process situations. True.
So you need anger to process
Certain situations.
like, okay, give me an example.
Prime example of somebody wrecking my home.
I can understand frustration. I can understand because taking away the ability to get angry does not take away the people's ability to do bad things. And when people do bad things, your reaction is anger in some situations.
Mm-hmm. Okay, for instance, driving, road rage.
Yeah, that can completely go away. We don't need road rage because people be getting shot. It's not, no, it's not good for the community.
But if you're driving, somebody does something, how are you going to respond differently if you can't get angry?
Frustration.
Which leads to
Nothing is just frustration.
oh no, I
Like
said
I'm frustrated with this situation and now I'm going to work toward a resolution. I think that a lot of times anger can turn into blind rage, and because it turns into blind rage, it's kind of like you're not able to get to the solution. But I feel like getting rid of anger can push you through to a solution a lot faster than going different levels between being minorly inconvenienced to extreme frustration to anger.
okay, well, I see what you mean. I'm not disagreeing, but I still say that
Would you disagree?
no, no, I understand what you mean. I'm not 100% disagreeing with you. But for example, you see people doing harm to your child. Yes, that would make someone angry. I feel like being bullied is see.
Rachel says, please define angry. Let's see, because I define. Well, let's go by the dictionary definition.
Really?
Having a strong feeling or showing annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. Being angry is full of anger. You get irritated, annoyed, cross, vexed, irate, exasperated, indignant. Let's see. Being bullied in school.
That would make somebody angry.
But if you didn't have the ability to get angry, like, is it necessary?
Is being angry, is it necessary? Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes.
So you have to be angry.
You don't have to, but that's how you would respond. It's a natural response.
But if you didn't have the ability to get angry.
Okay, so what would it look like? Say, for instance, being bullied in school. If you didn't have the ability to get angry, what would that look like?
So there's levels to this because
no,
but ultimately it'll look like frustration. But there's levels to it.
Okay, be realistic.
Realistically, without anger in the world, I think that it would look like frustration.
How frustrated are you that it doesn't turn to angry?
Because you don't have the ability to get angry, so it would look like frustration.
I feel like frustration is like literally step one to becoming angry.
Yes, but you can't. That's what I'm saying. You don't get to that boiling point.
How?
You don't get to that because you don't have the ability to get to that boiling point. That's what the question is. What if you have the ability to get angry?
Break it down for me, step by step. What is the process if you can't get angry? What's the end result?
Okay, so it's frustration is the end result. Frustration is the end result if you can't get angry, because getting frustrated about a situation is a couple steps back from being angry about it. So you would literally get to the point of frustration and then move on. So because you wouldn't be able to get angry.
So you're just frustrated and you don't do nothing about it.
Let's see. Rachel said the world wouldn't function.
Yeah.
I mean, people may still go about their daily lives. Let's see.
There has to be an alternative. Yeah.
Kayla, I think Kayla spoke to it a little bit earlier about there being an alternative. Kayla, you mentioned that you would be seen as a pushover if you yourself did not have the ability to get angry. There are an array of other emotions to express anger, and there's things that are similar to anger. But I feel like anger is like, you remember that show? You may not remember it. There was a show, I think, on MTV called Boiling Point, where they would push people to their limit by having some kind of annoyance. And if that person acted out, they wouldn't get whatever the money was. They didn't know they were being recorded or on the show.
What's a new show or old show?
It was an old show. Then retaliation happens and it goes tit for tat. That happens anyway. That would happen anyway. If you are going back and forth between people, or when you're dealing with frustration or anger, like that happens anyway in today's world, even with anger. Janai says, I don't think anger is necessarily reaching a boiling point. If you act out of anger, it can lead to that, but just feeling the emotion is at the top level. So because okay, in my world, and this is my perspective, in my world, reaching anger is the top of that emotion. After anger is like blind rage.
Mm-hmm.
So right before you get to blind rage, you are angry about something, and you sit there and just be angry about it. And so what would you consider reaching a boiling point? Because that's anger is the boiling point for me.
Is well, no. Some people, I guess, I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain it. Okay, so I know, for instance, some people when they get angry, they shut down. They don't talk.
Okay.
There's people who will express how they're feeling,
Right.
and then there's people who actually put action behind their anger.
Right.
So I think the boiling point is when they do one or the other. If they're going to act it out, shut down, or verbally say how they feel.
Yeah, because being angry doesn't look the same to everyone.
Yeah.
Being angry about something, there's going to be different people act different ways. And
So true.
I think that, but I feel like the next thing after anger is rage.
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes from anger, but I think that when you're angry about something, because if you're angry about something and it doesn't, it's not something that you need to sit with. I don't know if I can say that you're truly angry about it.
What do you mean?
Like, because when you're angry about something, it's more than just like a minor annoyance.
Yeah.
It's something that you continuously relive until it comes to some sort of conclusion. So if you're being bullied, or if somebody messes with your kid,
Yeah.
or whatever the other the situations that were talked about earlier in the comments, whatever the situation is, it goes from a minor annoyance to an inconvenience to getting frustrated to anger.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're angry about it, it would move you to some sort of action where you have to sit with it because it's been going on for
Too long.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you can't get angry, remember?
no, that's when you get frustrated. You get frustrated in it. And so
But some people will feel that frustration is the same thing as being angry.
No, because I can get frustrated with the packaging. Like it's called frustration-free packaging for a reason.
Really?
Because you get frustrated opening up a package, but you're not going to get angry and stab the package to death. So
everybody's different, though.
That is true, but
Yeah.
what I would say is there are levels, and some people have learned to surpass frustration and annoyance and go straight to anger.
Oh, okay. Now I see what you mean.
Well, speaking of that, I mean that was a good icebreaker. That was good. But speaking of perceptions,
why are you making that
today, this week we released an episode.
Perception versus reality.
Yes, and so the perception that we have with a lot of things can shape our reality. Mm-hmm. And one of the questions in the episode that I posed was, "Oh, hey, Bob. Bob's here. He's this cool teacher that I met on what is it called? Everything Cultures happy hour. They Zoom on happy hour. What I do on Sundays, and so met him there. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So this week's episode was about perception versus reality. And because I am not as perceptive of when it comes to other people's emotions or how they feel about things, like I say that it is my blind spot. So when I'm dealing with a person who is more sensitive, me being a direct person, we talk about the importance of Oh, he says hi to you too.
Hey.
We talk about the importance of when I'm dealing with a person who is more sensitive than I am, how being direct can take away from the message that I'm trying to give to this person. They may not hear my message because I am so direct. So my tone, my posture, the setting, all those things play a role in how that person perceives me. So if as someone perceives you a certain way, how much of it is your responsibility to control that or to help that? Some people, and I can speak for myself, I was in Florida picking up the kids from a football practice, and one of the moms told Jocelyn that I seemed very mean.
Did you like the look or just
didn't talk to this lady? Maybe said hi, but her thing was she told Jocelyn that I seemed mean, and I'm just like, I don't know how much of it is my what is my level of care in that situation? Like, I don't know her. I really don't.
Really?
I mean, but in situations when we have these, when people have these different perspectives, where we have to try to figure out, okay, so what is the best way to approach the situation? And so some people can perceive me as being mean. Some people can perceive me as being assertive or direct or whatever the case may be. But how do you navigate the relationship to make it a more positive interaction, knowing that they have like all this internal noise of what's going on?
But also it's like so more so, make sure I understand correctly. Is it like a first impression?
No, it's not. It can't be, because there are some people who have known me for a while and they'll still say that I am, that the perception of me is, I'm because I'm direct. It may be, I may seem unapproachable.
Because that's just, oh, so
thank you.
Rachel's
Thank you.
Rachel's terrible. Okay, so hold on. For the example you used, where at the football game or the football practice, the lady, if you said hi or you didn't say or didn't talk, just by the look, you seem mean and you weren't approachable.
Yeah, I don't know what the conversation was. Jocelyn just was like, yeah, your sister seems mean.
But how is it your fault? Are you always supposed to have a smile?
Well, that's the question. Is it up to me to make sure that I control what people's perception of me is? Like, is that me? Is that on me, or is that on them? Because the reality of it is, I'm a pretty approachable person. I would help you if you asked.
Yeah.
But if your perception is that I'm mean or unapproachable, is it my duty to make sure, hey, no, I'm actually a nice person, if you get to know? Like, what am I supposed to do?
For me,
hey Drake.
Really, for me, I would say, because I used to get all the time, like I had not like I had an attitude, but like my look was always, I had an attitude for no reason. Yeah, especially in the choir. So for me, it made me change the way I would look. For instance, I would like not like a full on smiling, but look happy.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, why should I have to change how I look if I'm comfortable? So I say it's not necessarily your fault. It's not necessarily your fault, but at the same time, the person should not be like, "Oh, you're mean because you didn't look how I thought you should have looked when we interacted."
Lady, I'm not from here. I don't know you. Like, I can't even tell you who it is. Drake said it's yes and no.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's yes and no? Let's see. Janae says you can't control others' perceptions. The only way I care is if I'm genuinely interested in building a friendship or relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that because you can't control. Say for instance, say if it was reversed, you had a smiling, you seemed uppity, you were talking to everybody, introducing yourself, just saying hi, whatever, and people will still say, "Oh, she still look mean," or she didn't say hi to me.
Or she's bougie, or she's
Yes,
this. Or,
yes.
yeah,
So,
it goes the other way. Who wants to walk
yeah,
around like a smiling dork all the time? Like I know I have my happy days,
yeah.
I am not just gonna be out here smiling because I got bills to pay. I got things to
Mm-mm.
do. Like, no. Rachel says, I believe you're responsible for it. You can be direct, but the tone,
The look
or
says
look.
a lot.
Are you talking about me specifically, Rachel? I feel like you keep coming at
She's
me in
definitely
these
directed all
comments.
that towards you.
I feel like Rachel is still coming at me. She says, and the environment plays a factor. That is true. That is true because
Oh, that is so true.
yeah, we were at football practice for the kids,
I
and
know for
it
me,
started thunderstorming.
if it's hot and the ill and it's oh no. For me, if it's
I said
hot,
dwarf, Rachel, not dwarf. Let's see.
really.
Do you want all types of peoples and personalities in your space? No, of course not. I don't think that I'm not built like that. I can't handle everybody in my space. This no. No, I would not want that.
I'm the smiling dwarf. I can't with Rachel still.
Rachel, she just Lord have mercy.
Rachel said in general though is what she was referring to, not specifically you.
I think, and Drake says, just be you because you can't please everyone. But at what? So my question is, at what point? Because we talk about this on the episode. At what point is it your responsibility to affect change in the way you're perceived? Like, at what point do you feel that when somebody says something about the way you are, like the random lady who I don't know, and who said that, oh, your sister seems mean. At what point or what role would she play in your life if she was anyone else different, not just some random person you probably said hi to for 2.5 seconds? At what point do you take it upon yourself to be like, I need to change?
You don't. I say you don't. Because one, if it is a random person or if it's not a random person, if it's a random person, they don't know you. You're probably not going to see them ever again. So why should you care enough?
No, I'm not saying if it's not a random person. Like, at what point do you like? I feel like I probably need to change.
For me, if it's more than one person saying this to me, then I was like, okay, I need to make some readjustments. But if it's just particularly one person, I'd be like, okay, and
that's how I was. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Dre says, when you start changing your actions for others sooner or later, who do you become? A shell of who you used to be. That's pretty much what it is. When everybody says the same thing about you.
Yeah.
Kayla just pretty much said the same thing, Rachel. I think that it is. Yeah. I think that when you do try to be that chameleon and be everywhere, I feel like people can see that, they can sense that, and they don't.
That's that people pleasing.
They don't trust you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you haven't listened to the people pleasing episode, go back and listen to that one. That was like,
that's that people pleasing.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I think that having a clear idea of who you are and acting in that, being in that, is going to be more beneficial in the long run, regardless of the people who are. Because here's my thing. I've tried it and it's worked for like 30 minutes. I can soften up. I can be a little quieter. I can be oh wait, Rachel says something. Rachel says, but if the random person's even says the same thing, then for me it would be like a light bulb going off. Rachel, here's the thing. I don't care about these people. So I'm not keeping a file in my head about what these people are saying. I don't care. I literally just don't care.
Wait, so did somebody say it was your fault?
What?
About the whole situation, like how you looked? I'm not like your attitude.
Well, I think my attitude is me, but I don't think that. I mean, I didn't.
Well, hold on. You said your attitude is what?
My attitude is me.
Me or mean?
No, me. M-E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think I don't think overall I'm mean. I think that I'm very direct, and when I don't do the whole small talk thing,
yeah,
I'm very direct with people, not trying to, let me be soft about this. I tried that. I tried being, let's be quiet and let's not talk and let's be softer and let's do this. And you know what it turned into? And I'll tell you exactly what happened. You said, Bo, don't be mean. So what did I do? I did not talk the entire day.
Oh my God.
And they were like, oh my gosh, she's so nice. And I was like, yeah, because you haven't heard me talk to you. That's what it's like. I am direct. Like I am direct. That's
really,
if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. That's how I feel about it. Jason,
you do scare some people.
That's not the first time I've heard that, but I can't do anything but be me. Personally, I can't do anything but be me. So of course, Rachel's laughing. I can't. I really can't. And so I tried. I tried. Mm-hmm. That doesn't work for me. The whole, you should do this. I can't. Eventually, the real you is going to come out.
Yeah.
And the real me is not necessarily mean, but I'm just more direct. So because I'm more direct and I'm assertive, and I know what I want, I'm not gonna play around with it. So
beat around the bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. I wonder though, so if people say that you're mean, do you think they're too sensitive?
I say a lot of people are sensitive. That's the reality. I say a lot of people are sensitive. She said, so you don't
mind scaring people.
Rachel, that is what you're for. That is what you're for. When Rachel and I go out and something needs to be handled, Rachel is the soft speaker, and I am the person who's like, all right, listen, I got time to play games with you. we gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. I don't have time to hold your hand. I don't have time to coddle you. Look, grow up. We got to deal with it. I just don't. Some people just can't handle it, and it's fine. But just like Drake said, you don't want everyone in your space. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I tend to attract a lot of introverts, but I don't want a whole lot of soft-spoken people who may eventually kind of sort of commit to something. Maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't really want those kind of people in my space. Really, Rachel? Rachel, I don't know if Rachel's gonna be invited to the next live. Yeah, no. Like Rachel hasn't been doing anything this whole entire life. Really? That's being mean.
Rachel, take a nap.
Oh Lord. But yeah, so if you haven't already, please make sure that you are subscribed to YouTube and check out our most recent episode about perception versus reality. Jason and I talk in depth about what you can do, especially because when he talks about how he's a little bit more sensitive than I am, and I'm more assertive or direct. And I think that getting those two perspectives in there is helpful, and let us know really what you think. Also, really, Drake said that's not mean. It's right. It's right.
I can't stop encouraging her.
So the next thing is next Thursday, August 20th. Mark your calendars. Woo-hoo! YouTube and maybe Facebook, but I'm sure for sure YouTube, we are launching our very first series called Debate This, and it is going to be amazing. We talk about the importance of learning how to articulate your thoughts when you're in an argument, critical thinking. We have some great topics. We have some great judges. Drake is actually one of the judges. Janae is one of the judges. And so I think that it's going to be amazing. I know you're going to love it. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. If you have
do the YouTube things,
all the YouTube things. Make sure you comment, share, all those things.
I think Drake said something. Hold on, let me try to.
Rachel said it was a great live. Thank you, Rachel.
Appreciate it.
Came from me the whole time. When you say something certain people don't like, that's mean. That is very true. It is very true. Some people consider it because they don't like the way that the tone, and that's what we talked about. When your tone, your posture, whenever you come at them, they don't really like it. So they're like, you're being mean. You're being mean. And that's why I'm just like, I can't really do anything except be me. Somebody has to be the bad guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Drake says he's the best one. So
I cannot.
Y'all watch it. Make sure you tell us what you think. Make sure that you're doing all the sharing on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll see you next Thursday. We'll go live. Our new episode for episode 9 of Take Up Space podcast drops on Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
And tomorrow morning we will be dropping our intro video to debate, so you know what to expect. So we'll see you later. Have a good one. Be blessed, y'all. Peace.
Bye.